here to present my paper on the title of the foreign direct investment and the performance of Japanese subsidiaries in Malaysia. And this research conducted by me and also my supervisor, Professor Dr. Yasuo Hoshino from Aichi University and Professor Emeritus from University of Tsukuba, Japan. Okay, as the introduction for this research, the foreign direct investment interconnected with the multinational corporation has become vital source for many developing countries such as Malaysia to obtain international capital and also advanced technology. Therefore, Malaysian government provide attractive policies for foreign investors in order to remain existing investor and also attract more potential investor to Malaysia. Malaysia is one of Japan's most important economic partners and vice versa. The bilateral relationship has both solid and stable, with close personal ties between both countries at official and private sectors. Japan and Malaysia have already cultivated positive and agreeable partnership as well as strong bilateral trade and investment linkage for a long time. The Look East policy that introduced by Malaysian former Prime Minister Dr. Mahathir Mohamad and direct investment of the Japanese firm in Malaysia has contributed to the close relationship between these two countries. The accumulated investment and transfer of technology by Japanese firm is an encouraging basis for further development of both countries in the future. During the last 8 years, the Malaysia-Japan Economic Partnership Investment Initiative has facilitated active discussion and cooperation on ways to improve the climate for foreign direct investment in Malaysia and in Japan. Therefore, foreign direct investment in Malaysia has risen steadily in recent years. Even though the background, as I mentioned before, we have only a little knowledge and a few relevant empirical research on foreign company in Malaysia. When Malaysia makes it much easier for foreign company to enter into Malaysia, it is strategically important and useful to know more about the foreign company. While it is essential to develop more alternative models, theories, and framework, and also have more empirical research in order to understand how the system functions in the market. Therefore, in this research, we have two main objectives, which is the first one is to determine main factors that contribute to Japanese multinational corporation subsidiaries' performance in developing countries such as Malaysia. And the second objective is to analyze the relationship between special characteristics such as entry mode, dimensional aspect, international experience towards the Japanese MNC subsidiaries' performance in Malaysia. So for the literature review, we have divided it into four main components, consists of the current situation, entry mode, dimensional aspect, and international experience, and also the firm performance. For the current issue, to date, extensive research on the effect of FDI has not provided a clear and conclusive picture on the impact of Japanese firms on local host economies. Moreover, some studies seem to conduct that the FDI has played an important role in a host country development and others do not. This is referred to Girard in 2000. According to Kumarasihi and Hoshino in their research in 2008, there is still insufficient research on Japanese MNCs' activities in the Pacific region. Therefore, in the case of Malaysia, Japanese MNC emerged as the leading direct investment in Malaysia with approximately 32 billion and 33 billion in the year 2003 and 2004 respectively, is from Department of Statistics 2008. For the entry mode, there were various types of entry modes such as a wholly owned and joint venture method. As we know that entry mode is one of the most important strategic decisions made by a firm seeking to enter a foreign market. Parallel to its importance, it has been the third most researched field in international business. According to a book called Niche, Siri, Saltipa, and Hoshino, in their research, they found that sole ownership has significantly better performance than joint venture. However, according to Yoshihara and Hoshino and Takabashi, they found a contrary different finding from the three researchers, whereas the joint venture has statistically significant from the sole ownership. For the dimensional aspect and international experience, past research have shown that the size of a firm has an important effect to the subsidiaries' performance. This is referred to the Mansur and Hoshino, Isobel, Freeman, Carroll, and Hannon. However, in the study of the factors influencing the performance of Japanese FDI in Thailand, they found that firm size is negatively associated with the profitability. It's according to Siri, Parsipat, and Hoshino in 1999. Thus, in this research, the dimensional aspect was measured by the parent's equity ratio, return on equity, ROE, average age, net sales per employees, profit to net sales, depreciation, expenditure to net sales, R&D to net sales, and growth average. For the international experience, the possibility of firm committing a large amount of resources to the foreign market. On the other hand, international experience provides firms with important knowledge about the customer, market, cultures, and government that encourage for further expansion. Thus, in this research, we use subsidiaries' age and parents' overseas sales as the proxy for international experience measurement. In terms of performance, it is crucial to examine the performance of Japan MNC subsidiaries in host country to remain the investment and at the same time enhancing the regional competitive advantages. Previous research constructed the performance based on the top Japanese manager's assessment about his subsidiaries' financial performance. And there are three main arguments that support this type of measurement, quoted by Caspedes and Hoshino. The three conditions enable this measurement is the first one, when the financial measurement of performance are not directly comparable across industry and countries with different accounting system and custom. And the second one, because the survey response is the top Japanese manager in each subsidiaries, it is expected that each manager report the subsidiary performance from a similar reference of point. And the third one, because of manager perception of performance has been demonstrated to be correlated with the objective financial measures. As we can see, this is the research framework for this paper, which is the independent variables consists of the FDI entry mode dimensional aspect. And for the dependent variables consists of the MNC subsidiaries performance. For the FDI entry mode, we categorize into two, which is wholly owned subsidiaries and joint venture subsidiaries. And dimensional aspect, we have parent equity ratio, parent's ROE, parent's average age, net sales per employees, parent profit to net sales, depreciation expenditure to net sales, parent's R&D to net sales, and parent's growth average. And for the international experience, we have the age of the subsidiaries and also parents' overseas sales. And for the research methodology, for the unit of analysis, we use Japanese MNC subsidiaries in Malaysia, which the source of data come from Nikkei Zainu database from year 2005 until 2009, and EOL DB Tower online service that consists of financial report. And data samples data samples is collected from 270 Japanese MNC subsidiaries from 2005 until 2009. And for the analysis method, we are using the Pearson chi-square and leavening test, and also binary logistic regression, and analyze it with SPSS 18.0 software. So this is the analysis and finding for this research. For the first hypothesis, state that MNC subsidiaries entering through wholly owned investment are more likely to perform better than those entering through joint venture. As we can see in the table, there is no significant value for the Pearson chi-square and leavening test, which is the result is larger than 0.04, the significant value. Hence, the first hypothesis that state MNC subsidiaries entering to wholly owned investment are more likely to perform better than those entering through joint venture is rejected because significant value